Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Johnny. This is my first podcast, and I have one goal here. I'm starting from broke as shit, and I want to go to a million. I'm like, that's pretty broad. So, like, what is a million? Could it be like $1 million in the bank? Like, that's a waste of money, dude. Like, the interest rate and everything else is just gonna drop that value to begin with. Maybe it's a million in controllable assets. Like real estate, businesses, something like that. Or maybe $1 million in a 1 year's salary or take for like a business owner, something like that. I don't really know which one I'm going for or which one will hit first, but I know which one I'm going for. It's all of them. All right. This is my first podcast, Johnny on the Road to a Million. And I'm going to start today out with a little bit about me. 36. I'm a small town dude. I moved up from Milwaukee to the north woods of Wisconsin about a year and a half ago. It was January of 24, and since then I've been a mechanic like all my life. I've been working on cars, trucks, I tinker with boats and bullshit like that. But the power sports, ATVs, I've done like ridiculous things like giant forklifts. I like giant forklifts. Like this shit's crazy. Like people that move breweries around or construction equipment, and these things will lift like 50, 60,000 pounds, 120,000 pounds. And this thing's pushing out. Power plant is like a 440 propane carbureted vehicle. It's ridiculous. All the hydraulics, all the power, like that shit's nuts. But where I am now, I left the power sports industry. I left mechanics, and I got this cool bartending gig at a prominent bar up where I live, Conover. And I bartend 4 days a week because in the area or something like that, you want to catch me out there Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and a Sunday double. Great times had all the way around. And before that, I was in the power sports or whatever. This guy hit me up, the same guy that I work for at the bar, hit me up saying he's got a maintenance gig. I'll 1099, I'll be my own boss, contracting, whatever. Set my schedule, and dude's been really cool. And it really helped me get out of this jam I was in. A little backstory on this jam. I moved up here to the North Woods because my daughter was up here with her mother. I moved up here with my wife. She didn't really like it. She said, "This isn't for me." She left her kids to try to help me with mine. And even though they're grown, these guys, the coolest dudes I know, man. Like between 21 and 26 years old, these three guys are proper gentlemen. And like I love talking to them. I'm talking to this day. Like I'm fully divorced from their mother, and I still chat with these guys, chop it up, see what's going on. And I couldn't be more proud of them. One of them's in college. Two of them are like chasing their dreams as a songwriter. The other one just loves making beats and music, and they're wild, absolutely wild. I love seeing them. I love hanging out with them when I go back down to Milwaukee area. But yeah, so like divorces usually make people broke, and like my story is no different than anybody else. I was kind of teetering there in a relationship, and like we were both barely making it, to a divorce where it's just like fuck, you know. Um, she moved back to Milwaukee or something like that last year, and I just kept the house, man. I got like two dogs we got together, and it's easier for me to keep them in the house instead of her apartment that she got. And I still got my kid up here, man. She's beautiful. She's everything, and she's the whole reason why I'm here. Not really like physically like in life, but like presently in the North Woods. She's the only reason. And I wasn't gonna move back to Milwaukee to lose this time with my daughter. So that's a bit about like what I'm currently doing, right? And yes, I bartend and I do this like maintenance gig. Maintenance, man, I did glorified lawnmower, having a good time with that a couple days a week. These are all lake homes, beautiful lake homes, 500,000 to like $5 million lake homes. And they're just really fun and really cool people. and I subcontract for a contractor for like one of these vacation home rental companies. And it's been good, man. It's pretty good money. And the bartending actually helps a lot more than anything. You know, like I always got cash on hand, buying my kids like raffle tickets or Girl Scout cookies and all this other jazz. Everything's great. If you hear any of this whining, it's one of my huskies. She's kind of needy, and I love her to pieces. But why I started this podcast, I've been telling myself I was going to start something. I was going to do something with my life, you know, like 9 to 5 grind is killing me. I've had all these videos and mentors, and I watched all these shows and listened to all these podcasts, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of podcasts, you know? And just like some other people, you know, just trying to wait for something to work. If I only had this, I would do one more thing. If this needs to happen for me to do this, and I just said, fuck it, you know? I've been working really, really, really hard to drop all my credit cards, right? I think I had like $10,000, $11,000 in credit card debt. And that's post-divorce. It's me still living in my house, not going into bankruptcy. Me still keeping my truck note current so they don't go yank that from me. And so I've been running 2 jobs. Like all summer, I've been running 2 jobs. I've been seeing my daughter as much as I can. And like everybody's really cool with helping me with my schedule so I can get more time with her. And they're just incredible people that I get to work with. I have the opportunity to work with and work for. And everything's been working out pretty well. But I've been running like 6 days a week. Some weeks I was running like 4 doubles on 6 days a week, you know? Just wild hours. And I was able to drop 2 of my credit cards and pay off 2 separate, what's that called? Where I didn't pay them off the first time. Collections, that's what it is. Yeah, I had 2 collections accounts. I dropped them to 0. Along with most of my credit cards. I have one more. It's at $3,500. And I'm still hitting it up, you know? Still taking big chunks out of that whenever I can. But I can't lose my house, can't lose my truck. Got to keep fueling the tank. And all that keeps me with my daughter. Keeps me living up here, having a good time. And I wanted to start this podcast because I tried something new. Out of nowhere, after one of my credit cards was cleared to 0, I dropped $500 on it. An extra $500. It's not a lot to a lot of people, but like it's a lot to me that like struggled to get it down to 0. Okay. I bought this little podcast thing that like I'm talking to. You see the mic right here. A bunch of colors and buttons with all this other crazy shit on it. I haven't played with it too much. I got a new bartending shirt. It's black. It's got a bunch of mushrooms on it. You know, trippy shrooms. It's really cool. We don't have any black lights, but I'm sure that thing lights up really nicely. But the main part of that purchase that I bought was about $200 and some odd worth of Bandit signs. And because they don't sell the signs and the posts together, I had to buy 25 sign posts for it, the little H guys that you stick in the dirt and stick in the corrugated plastic. And that's what I did. I got 25 of them. They're bright yellow. It says, "We buy houses." And I threw in a phone number at the bottom. Not my personal number that I give out to like friends and family, but I picked up a Google Voice number that has the same area code as where we are right now. Right now we're in the North Woods of Wisconsin. The area code is 715? I think it's 715. And the Google Voice thing was pretty cool. And I had it right on the back side of the sign. I thought they were double printed, but they weren't. So then I wrote it on the back side, "We buy houses as is, paying cash." And then I threw my Google Voice number down on it. And what's pretty dope, man, is I got a couple hits, right? A couple cool hits. I didn't think that would happen right away. I kind of had tried this when I was in Milwaukee. And maybe I didn't go hard enough. Maybe there was like every other like Tom, Dick, and Harry trying to do it too. And I didn't like get any traction. You know, I did buy bigger signs this time. The last time I went really cheap. They were kind of like cutouts of like a little house and bullshit. They were terrible. So these were a lot better. They're bigger, like 18 by 24. And I just tossed them in my truck. And one day before the bar, oh, excuse me, one day before the bar, I just ran around town, my town, a couple other towns around here, and just slammed these signs up wherever I could. Street corners, busy corners. I use the Chat GPT a lot. I paid for like the $20 edition. Like anybody can do this. And for $20, I was like, "Yo, man, like this is the spots that I'm trying to advertise. It's like we buy houses for, and find me good areas to do it. You know." So like it was pretty good. Intersections and what to look for, what to do, and blah blah blah. And yeah, like I said, I got some hits. There's a And I'm like, that's what this podcast is about. I want to note what can happen if you just take it and go for it, right? And I'm just trying it, like I had enough and enough of like this rat race, this 9 to 5, and I want something to work. Not even 9 to 5 because I got the bartending gig, sometimes I leave at 12:30 or later in the morning, Yeah, I got a pocket full of cash and I got to get home. Dogs are hungry. I gotta take them out. I gotta feed them and everything. And like, it's not I don't want to say ideal life because I'm doing pretty good right now, but I'm just making it. I'm not thriving. I'm surviving. And I'm not saying I'm irritated at the spot that I'm at this moment because I'm blessed. I'm grateful for everything that I have, everything that I work for, everybody that I know. I think that's the highest form of anything that you can do in this life is be grateful. Everyone's all like woo woo me and like all this other bad shit, and like it doesn't work that way, man. So I'm grateful where I'm at. I just want to share the journey. Just like if I can do it, like you can totally do it. Throughout these episodes, I'll like literally give you visual proof. I'm not just some dude in this like you see a tongue and groove above me. Like that shit's expensive. It's Northwoods. It's cabiny, But like, I'll show you my credit. I think it's like 506, something horrendous like that. That's not just 1 out of 3. That's like Experian. I'll probably say 560. But nothing is good enough to get a loan, to do anything better, to better myself, better my situation. So I got to get creative. And a lot of this creativity comes with real estate. So one of my leads that I got happened just earlier this week was a home that this guy he's tired. We're in the Northwoods. It snows a lot. It gets cold as shit. It hasn't snowed a lot the last 2 years, but like in general, it snows a lot. And like it always gets cold. And just -20, -30, -10. Like it's not pleasant, especially when you get older. My parents just moved to Arizona, because they're done with this shit. And God bless them. Dude, I wish I was there with them. But then I wouldn't be with my kid and da-da-da-da-da. That's why I'm here. Eventually, man, like the Caribbean is calling my name. All these like fun islands down there. It's just beautiful all the time. 76 and sunny. Less slight breeze. Nobody has windows, It's just like air to air. Keep your house cool. I just want to hear the waves, Like that is my goal. My goal is just to retire, have a home, if not on the water, but like an A property, but like a B property, like steps from the water. Like at night, if it's quiet, like I can really hear the waves and the seagulls and all the other happy shit that comes to like a coastal property, That's where I belong. I feel like I was born with flip-flops, and life has taken me north, to the Northwoods. And that's what I get, man, And I just want to keep my house, keep my truck, maybe get another truck, get some fun toys. Like I said, I'm just making it. I'm not doing all this much. Shh. And I just want to have a really nice, warm place to go when like it's not my week or something like that. Or when it is my week, take my daughter down to the Caribbean, let her enjoy sunshine. Let her know that this world is super big. I was super blessed when I was younger. My parents went traveling all the time. Cruises and like week-long trips. Do you know how many exams I missed when I was in elementary school and high school? About half of them. Because my parents like, oh, this is the prime time to go to Alaska. This is the best time to take a 14-day cruise where we start in Miami, we end in the Mediterranean Sea, and then we hit Portugal and France, or I'm not that geographically correct, but like run the area, and then we fly back. You know, I missed a lot of exams, and like, but I had a lot of really cool culture. Like I've been to Ireland, I've been to Italy, Alaska, like I said, Puerto Rico, some of the Caribbean islands. But like they've been to London, Egypt, South America, Rio, Brazil, all these really cool countries, and that's what I get for my daughter. You know, I'm not going to be stuck up in this butthole state. That's not very nice. Like I'm happy that I'm here. I wish it was south. You know what I mean, man? I'm always cold, dude. Like I'm always cold. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not built for it. I don't know, but that's why I'm here. I'm not saying I have ADD, but I do like subject hop a little bit. And like I got some notes on my phone here. I'm trying to like stay in the groove, stay in the path on what's going on. But all this, everything I'm going to do is raw. Nothing's scripted. Nothing's edited. I'm just getting it out here because I've been telling myself for about a month that I was going to do a podcast. Bought this kit and everything like that. I just had to modify my cabinet that is mounted to like hold the mic up. And that didn't work all the way, so I had to bottle a proper 12. And I had to jam that underneath the mic stand. And it's at the perfect height. You can see it right here. It's perfect. It's not flexing. It's not floating. It's not dropping to my knees. I'm doing really good, and I'm pretty excited about it. And like I already said, like, what is $1 million? I think it would be great to have $1 million in controlled assets, you know? And like, as my first goal, there's some apartment complexes out here, some single homes. They're 3.5 million, 20 million homes, mansions, and all this other shit, you know? That's not what I'm aiming for. I just want my first goal to be 100 or 1 million in assets. And like, that's going to pay me money monthly, you know? And I think that'd be great. $1 million in the bank, like I said, that's useless. You're just losing value all the time. Invest it in something. Put it in something. Buy some real estate. Buy a business. You know? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy something. I'm going to show you guys that you can do this. Let me see if I can pull up my credit real quick. I mean, they're not paying for this clip, but I do have Credit Karma. You kind of get it like a glance on what's out there. Something's real. Something's good. Something's bad. Something's whatever. Something to note. And let's log on. So I'll show you I'm not full of shit. Yeah, this is really hard to say that I don't see any personal information on here, so I'm just going to like throw it right on the screen. TransUnion, 577. Equifax, 576. Look at that. Oh. All right. That's where I'm at. Today is like, what, October 1st, 2025. To believe it or not, this is a lot worse in June of 2025. All right. And just a couple of missed payments, not personally by me. I don't want to throw all my dirt out there in the world, but like, you get divorced and like shit gets weird, shit gets messy, and like payments get missed. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. But oh man, I put my notes in my pocket, my phone. I'm just used to throwing it there. My game plan. Yeah, so what I did is I got all those bandit signs. My first lead I got is this house. I got it under contract, and I'm trying to get an assignment fee for it. Basically, it's like a finder's fee. So I found it for X. I'm going to try to sell it to Y to a cash investor. This home needs a bit of work. I mean, like a bit more than I would personally do myself. And like, I've been on this remodeling shit for a while. And so this one's getting a little difficult to begin with. I started playing around with like AI businesses and like trying to do some back end work. Like all the other moguls are talking about, like, got this ADD, just following the dopamine trail, trying this. And this podcast is keep me on level. It's for me to talk to you guys, be like, yo, I stayed focused for like this amount of time. It's not really for you, it's for me. And I don't want to be out here like acting a fool or looking stupid. I'm just going to give it my all, give everything my all. And that's what we're all here, right? Like, if we don't give it your all, like, what the fuck are you really doing? So I don't know what's going to happen to that house. I got it under contract. Maybe my contract's a little high. Maybe try to renegotiate, drop my assignment fee just to help this dude out, to help me out, and to show that, like, you can do that. It's weird. It's a little gray, but it's totally legal. I'm not an real estate agent. I need to call the cops on me. I am signing the contract of the sale of the home. It's kind of what I'm doing. It's unique, and it's like gray, and it's something. It's a shot. I'm trying it. Another lead that I got was a resort. Like, holy shit, man. Like, I just want to do houses, and this guy's like, hey, man, it's 5 cabins. They made $250,000 last year, gross. And I'm like, all right, man, like, show me some paper. Let's see it. So, I took a tour. It was cool. I feel like I found some other ways that we could, like, squeeze some income out of it. Maybe some glamping sites, throw up a canvas tent, really tiny, like, little wood-burning stove. Has some cute little bullshit in there for them. And glamping is kind of, it's like roughing it, but less than, for those that like, oh, I can do this, not mocking any women out there that want to go camping. I think that's super cool. If you want to go camping, you want to have a good time, get some dirt under your nails, like that, dude, your guy's going to love it. Or other partner, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even against any of that. Love everything. And, so I gotta try to find somebody or conglomerate or something like that to make it work. Maybe I'll start a fund. Maybe I'll try to find this money myself. It's a lot of money. It's like over $1 million by itself. And like, this would be my $1 million asset, and like, that's my current goal. So this one might be difficult to get. I'd be more happy with like a management structured deal on it, You're being obnoxious, Luna. Go away. I'd love to run it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had tons of hours of podcasts and learning and educational videos, Airbnb, Verbo, and like everything else like that. Rich Sommers, a little drop right there, maybe that'll get me something. But I follow all these Airbnb guys, and it's incredible. It's like, it's a great model. People like to travel. People want to do things. Let's see the world. Big, beautiful place, man. I know people who's never left their hometown, never been on an airplane, never been out of state. And like, I was really blessed when I was younger. Like I said, I did a lot of traveling. And the fact that some people don't is just like, bro, there's so much out there. Like, there's so much, You just open Google and check out the other side of the world, and then find a cheap-ass flight and go there. I have dogs, I have pets, I got kids. Find somebody else to watch your shit, all right? It's that simple. Try it once. It's not you're wasting money going somewhere. You're buying an experience. Maybe when you come back, maybe you'll have an epiphany or out-of-body experience, and you'll just be like, this is what I want to do with my life. And then you bring your kids. Then you bring your dogs. Then you change your entire life. It gets a 180, Just because you went to Europe. You went to Spain. You went to Portugal. You saw some cool shit. And, like this could work, And, like, something like that, Where am I at? So I got this podcast. I'm going to try to throw it on YouTube as well, see how this is going. This is probably going to be a longer episode. Just a little truth about me, Like, the debt you saw, man, my credit is bullshit. I only got, like, one credit card left, and it's at $3,500. And, like, that was the big thing. It was up at over, like, $10,000, and I let some go to collections. I've negotiated the collections and everything else. And like all this happened because I had the bartending. I was running 2 jobs. I'm tired of shit. I'm just going to the end. You know what I mean? Wasn't gonna fail. Wasn't gonna let this me over. And I wasn't gonna lose my house. That I wasn't gonna do. I wasn't gonna give anybody the satisfaction that I couldn't do it. I'm not mad at my ex-wife. I don't really care. We didn't work out. We just, fell out of love. Maybe. I don't know. But we physically weren't in the places that our life paths are putting us, so we broke it off. And like, I don't wish her any ill intent. I told you, like, I love the boys. Like, they're cool dudes. They're always welcome up here. That's where I'm at. So a couple struggles that I'm running with right now is like I'm in debt. All right, I got this nice home. Got to keep it. Got a nice truck. Got to keep it. The credit card debt. Working on it. Not keeping that. And my health. I had a really weird June, man. June of 2025 rocked my socks. All right, here it is. I'm 36 right now. When I was 21, almost 22, I wound myself in the hospital. And 22, man, I was partying my ass off. I was having a great time doing a lot of dumb shit. Probably shouldn't have been, and it definitely wasn't healthy for me, and my diet was also terrible. Fast food, whiskey, drugs, I was having a good time living in Florida at the moment. And I found out that I had a kidney disease. So I cleaned my shit up real quick, dude, at 180, boom. Like, I almost died. Doctor said I almost died. And that sucked, right? I spent my 22nd birthday in the hospital. And I was there for like 14 days or something like that. So it was before I was 22, when I was 21, through my birthday. So like that was actually like one of my worst birthdays ever. To date, Like I see things getting better, but shit happens. So I changed my diet. I quit doing a lot of dumb shit. And like I cleaned up, And this June, the same June that I got divorced on, like Friday the 13th, if anybody likes, omens or numerology. Did it in the courthouse, like I paid for like divorce online or some bullshit like that. $500, boom. No more marriage by the state. And so that was weird. Like we both knew it was coming. Like we've been separated for over a year. But for those that are divorced, like, do you remember that gavel? Do you remember when, like, man, this bitch is mad at me too, man. I was late. I thought I was like 18 minutes early. I was 12 minutes late. Wasn't happy. Wasn't happy at all, man. Like, I looked like real Miami Vice. I got my white sport coat on, a nice pair of jeans, nice shoes. My hair was all gelled up. I looked really good. I'm really bummed because I was late, and she made it very clear that I was late, and she was very upset with me at the time. But I digress. Who out there got divorced and like remembers hearing the gavel? Boom. Like, you knew it was over, like you haven't seen this person in forever, and then like it hits. It did hit, doesn't it? Like, that part sucked. I got over it, didn't really say I had a divorce party, I just hung out, grabbed me a beer at a bar. I had a tattoo appointment, Triskelion. I really like tattoos. I like tattoos and piercings and all this other crazy shit, especially when something's going on in your life, Life events and tattoos go hand in hand. What is it over here? My daughter's name. She's beautiful. Love her. I knew I was breaking up with her mom and shit was going to hit the fan, and like I definitely got something to look at every day. It's like, why am I here? I'm here for my daughter. I'm alive for my daughter. I'm going to fight because of my daughter. And like, I'm here and I'm not stopping, right? So on my divorce, got the Triskelion. It's kind of hard to see. But mind, body, spirit, balance, And it took me a while. I thought getting the tattoo would make everything better, make everything figured out. And it didn't. Wildly enough, like we were separated, man. I was dating this other girl. And she was incredible. Absolutely fucking incredible. We had a really far distance. It was like a 5-hour drive. And that part sucked. both had kids, both had daughters, beautiful daughters. We both had amazing children. And, dude, it was hot. It was heavy. It fell fast, fell hard. One of us probably tripped the other one. And, God, please stop. Let me get out of here. And, it sucked that it didn't work out, man. Like, I think about her more than I think about my ex-wife. Because maybe it's fresher, maybe it's not. I don't know. Just more things that, like... You ever just been walking? You know, a little tangent. Walking, holding hands, going for a walk. And just like, boom, hey, look, here's a heart. I mean, I'm trying to think about, like... Can I make money on this walk? Is there something for sale? What can I do with my life? What can I do to make her proud of me? What can I do to make myself proud of me? And then, in turn, her proud of me. I need to survive. Like, I got my dogs, I got my kids. I'm watching for children, watching for predators. Dude, like, I'm watching all over the place for everything. And I'm trying to fill my life with needs and desires. And, like, what's my next step? What's my next move? What's the next play? And then you just get... Hey, look, it's a heart. And it was like the clouds or some bullshit, or like some leaves that fell, you know? Like, that's the coolest shit I have ever seen or heard of in the longest time. And, like, you want to talk about vulnerability? You want to talk about, like, dropping your guard down? You want to talk about just like, wow, there is cool beauty. There is cool things out there, you know? Like, I just need to slow the f down and look at it, you know? But this chick, dude, like, it sucks that she had poor relationships, and it sucks that when anybody has a poor relationship, but especially such a beautiful soul as this one, you know what I'm saying? She was just great. She was lovey, she was everything, she was trusting, but in her past, she was lied to, she was beaten, she was harassed, she was everything. And you could tell the trust isn't there, and other people start paying the price of the past, you know? I'm not a liar, but, like, I got treated as one on some occasions. I'm not cheating, I'm not mean or angry, and I'm a pretty chill fucking dude, man. I don't really have a filter, I swear. I'm not in the military. I get my point across and I use the words that first come to mind. I don't need to try to be somebody that I'm not, you know? Eventually I'm going to send some of these links to my parents and my family, and they're going to figure it out pretty fucking quick. They're like, I'm not just a really polite individual, and I do speak my mind, and I will not be shunned. I will not be quieted. You know, like, that's where I'm at. And, the kidney thing, like, I talk about ADD. I totally did bounce off that. Let's bounce back a second. Like, me and this chick also broke up in June. So, like, I broke up with her. We split, like, pretty good terms. We were just watching each other through a screen most of our lives. And, like, it wasn't really working, especially not for our kids. So we split in June. I had a doctor's appointment about my kidneys and everything like that. My nephrologist, those scientific people out there. And I was in the truck with my boss at the time, the guy I contract for. And my phone rings, and I nab it, you know. I'm like, oh, doctor, da-da-da. Dude, your kidneys are failing. And, like, that shit hurts to hear, man. Like, damn. I had some blood tests earlier, and, like, I saw some of the results, and I threw it in ChatGPT, and I was like, yo, help me decipher this. What does it mean? Like, I didn't go to school for medicine. He's like, oh, no. And so he told me my shit was pretty it. AI told me my shit was pretty fucked. And then having the doctor tell me, yeah, man, so you have some options, dude. Like, you need dialysis, you need a kidney, or you're gonna die. And, like, that hurts, man. Like, that really hurts me to hear. It hurts to hear that. I'm 36 years old. I thought, like, the first one was 21, man. Like, I changed my shit up. was doing a lot better. Like, I eat a lot of green. I drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of water. I flush my body out. I don't really drink soda. Rarely drink coffee. I quit drinking coffee and caffeine. Except when I'm bartending, I'll maybe have like a shot or two of like Coke just to keep me up, you know? Long days, man. You get tired. And, you know, you're dying, dude. Like, how does that feel? Your body's betraying you. I'm getting a little emotional. I can feel it. But, like, I thought I had another 20 years. You know, like, I'm mad. I'm irritated. And I'm just like, dude, like, I try to take such good care of my body. Yeah, I smoke a little weed, drink a little whiskey. But, like, everything's in moderation. I like microdosing, too. You know, little mushrooms, find my inner self, find out who I am, you know? And, like, I really toned down my stuff from, like, back when I was being really, really, really dumb, you know? And that was a learning thing. But no. I'm 36. I got a 7-year-old daughter. I'd have the conversation, be like, yo, things are getting weird, baby girl. My body's not working right. Like, not saying that I'm dying, but like, things aren't going well. And I'm going to be gone for a little bit. And things are getting kind of weird. I'm going to have a lot of doctor's appointments. I'm going to have like some machinery and everything else. And that sucked. That sucked. To think that I'd leave my daughter. I'm just in general leaving her. Because like my body failed me. And like that sucks. But like all the steps I took to be here. All the... everything I did. To get here. To get week on, week off. To get more time with my kid. And the fact I do. Like I'm just mad. But yeah, so I got more doctor's appointments. My condition, I don't like saying mine, you know, I don't like accepting it. As I was running for the past like 10, 15 years and like that didn't work out too well. But polycystic kidney disease. And I got a bunch of cysts that are growing. They're stopping the flow of filtration. And that means toxins build up in my body. And my blood pressure raises because the blood can't pass through. And like it hurts my kidneys more with the high blood pressure. It hurts my heart. And like shit is not right, man. I'm on blood pressure medicine. I'm on new thing, dude. I'm on dialysis. I got a catheter installed in my stomach. It's not really attractive. It's not really cool. I've definitely been off all the dating sites because I'm just not saying I'm depressed, but like, come on, dude. Like, I got some medical equipment hanging out of my, just to the left of my belly button. Like, it's not really fucking sexy. I had a 6-pack. The start, I had like the outline. You know what I'm saying? A really nice, deformed, relatively nicely deformed outline. I'm a little hard on myself with my body. I don't know. And like now, I have all this fluid in me. It's just shit that's not getting pumped out. That like that 6-pack is gone. I look like one of those starving kids from New Guinea. They're skinny as shit, but like have a pot belly. That's where I'm at right now in life, and like that's irritating. So yeah, like I'm gonna start working out again. I'm starting to feel a lot better because of this dialysis that I'm on. I'm on dialysis every single night. I don't go anywhere. I have this machine that hooks up and they throw sugar water into my pectoral area. It's like your body cavity where all your organs and shit are. And it sucks gunk and extra fluid out of my body. And it goes back into this machine and it goes in this like pail, this little bucket or whatever you want to call it. And does about 6 hours, does about 5 cycles. It goes in, sits there for about like 50 or so minutes, and it goes out. And it does that like 5-6 times. You know, I just got upgraded from a yellow and a green to 2 greens because if I don't wear compression socks that go up to my knees, like I have this weird line. It just shows like how like fat my legs are. And it's irritating, man. It's irritating. And that's my health, man. You know, so my motivation is just to stay healthy, stay alive. My sister is offered up a kidney. She's going through all this testing and other shit to try to like keep me alive. And like that's the coolest thing that anybody can be gifted. You know, a body part, an organ that's failing that your body can accept from somebody else. It'll save their fucking life, man. I saw a sign that there was over 18,000, like 200 and some odd kidney transplants in like I think it was 2022, something like that. It was in the bathroom at the dialysis place that I went to. It's 45 minutes away, so I had some training. It was like 6 hours. They just had me sit there, you know, go on the iPad. Hey, do you know this? Been like blah blah blah. Dude, I beat everybody there by over 20 years in age. Not over, I guess under would be my thing. Kidney failure, I don't want to say it's an old folks thing, but like it kind of is. And that sucks. Needing a transplant, your body gets old, it gets tired. That's like an old person's thing. I'm 36. All right, I'm not, yeah, I passed my 20s, thankfully. I survived them. I had a good time, really good time. I survived them. And I'm under 40, and I'm on a transplant list, and I'm on Medicaid. All right. So when you're dying, you know, they offer you insurance. I made too much last year to make it. I think it was at like 52,000, like 100 and some odd dollars. That's what I made being a mechanic. And it was too much money. I'm running paycheck to paycheck. Like credit card debt was through the ass. Like I was so fucking broke. And for like people to say you make too much money, wow. Like, wow. You know, that it just hurts hearing that. Do you have any savings? Do you have any Roths? Do you have any bonds? Do you have da 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 da? I was like, nah, man, I don't. Like, I'm pretty well. They're like, yeah, you are. We can't offer you insurance either, so good luck. Click. You know, and just damn. But I don't want to say that's my shortcomings. That's all part of my drive, my motivation is to just do better, get better, and find monetary income without beating up my body. I know that I'm going to be out of work for a bit when I get this transplant. It could come in the next 6 months, could come in the next year. If my sister can't do it, I'll have to do some marketing, you know, Johnny for a kidney, something like that. And I gotta figure that part out, you know, and that'll be next. But right now, for a while, man, I couldn't even do my job. I couldn't walk. My feet were so fat. I looked like a pregnant chick, right? I didn't grow any tits or anything, but like I'm just saying, my ankles were fat as shit. They were super swollen. You're sitting on the throne, you know, you got your elbows on your leg. I'd have huge indents, like the size of like between a baseball and a golf ball, somewhere in between. I don't know if a racquetball, somewhere in between that, or a pickleball, you know. But like it was a big dent, man. It's because my legs were filled with fluid and bullshit. And I knew it was I was in some deep shit. But so that's all my drive. That's where I'm at, man. That's why I'm here, man. I need to make money without busting up my body. If I don't need to bust up my body, maybe I can do it from home. If I can do it from home, I can do it in any condition. If I can do it from home, I can pick my daughter up from school more. I do now sometimes. And like it's really cool when I do it. It's like 30 minutes away, but it makes my day. Small town school, man, like I buzz a little door because all those crazy bastards out there, and they see me, they let me in. I don't even have to say who I am or nothing. They're like, hey, reach down to the teachers. Hey, her dad's here to pick her up. And I was like, sweet. I signed the paper, and away we go. Excuse me. Maybe ice cream, maybe hitting up a bar, you know, working on our shuffleboard skills or dart ability. And billiards is kind of difficult. We gotta use the cheater stick, the short guy, and not everybody carries those, so we don't play a lot of pool. But we just have a good time, and like that's all I want. I want to have a good time, and it's just good stuff. And so that's it, man. I shared my credit score with you a little bit ago, and it's shit. My Experian or TransUnion and Equifax, whatever, they're all shit. I'm still linked up with my ex-wife's car. She's linked up on mine. She's linked up on my house. And when people miss payments, like it affects everybody. And that's where I'm at, Like shit hurts. And I just gotta cut my debt. Hopefully everybody can keep making their car payments and their home payments, obviously. I do not want anybody to get hurt financially, record-wise or anything like that, because I can't pay my bills, So basically, I'm not coming from you from the top of a mountain and say, look what I did, look what I can do. Haha, sucker. Like I'm just showing you that anybody, fucking anybody can do that. Mark my words, man. Like I'm gonna hit a milli, and like I'm super excited for it. And if I can do it, divorced dad living in the middle of nowhere, bodies failing and everything else. If I can do it, so the fucking you. Like, what's your excuse? What's your problem? Where are you at? I didn't know I'd be talking this long. It seems like it was 46 minutes. My ADD definitely kicked in a little bit there. And I really look forward to the next one. I'm excited. This is keeping me on pace. This is keeping me in check. This is more than just a dopamine run, And for those that like chasing the dopamine, you know what I'm talking about, all right? I'm really excited for this, and I'm gonna hit you guys up on your next episode. Please like, share, follow, all that jazz. We're gonna be having a good time here. Maybe eventually down the line I'll get some guests. Maybe I'll get the contractor that I work for, because this dude's the cat's ass. Like he's got a lot of good ideas. He's got a lot of fun stuff going on. And I don't want to say you saved my life, because like nobody's coming to save you. Nobody came to save me. I just put myself in the right room, and I got like another job, and I got more income, and I was able to not lose my truck, lose my house, and it's a good start. All right. Again, my name is Johnny. Thank you. Love you. And I'll see you next time. All right. Thanks.